Once word spread, members of the LGBTQ community decided to attend, spreading the word about a possible protest.
We honestly just wanted to provide visibility through inclusive shirts, inclusive flags, to include all the people that represent all of Springfield, because it's not just represented by what we're seeing here.
Others, like Missouri Secretary of State hopeful Valentina Gomez, came in support of the athletes.
I'm a former Division I college swimmer. I got my MBA at Tulane, full ride scholarship, just like Riley Gaines, and we're fighting for our children. That's why I got invited. I'm fighting for Missouri. She's fighting for the children. She's fighting for women's spaces.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this might be common knowledge by now, but you can always, and I mean always, count on woke activists embarrassing themselves is a third certainty after death and taxes. This video today is all about Bethany Hamilton and Riley Gaines, who attended a recent event called Brave Book Story Hour, which is all about them reading parts of the books they have and also to discuss their experiences of being at the top of women's sports, their struggles, etc, etc. But lo and behold, woke activists turned up to gatecrash the event because, well, they can't help themselves, can they, with one of them even bringing a soft shark toy to apparently mock the shark attack Bethany Hamilton experienced. Now, some stunning and brave individuals on X are saying, this is actually a trans mascot, which is just kind of weird in itself anyway, but coincidentally we have a woman who suffered a shark attack turning up to an event with one of these people bringing a soft shark toy. You know, in all the stories I've covered and seen of these woke activists protesting, I've never seen somebody bring a soft shark toy. It's a big coincidence though. Yeah. Now, before I get into this article, if you could, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into it, man. Trans activist gatecrash Riley Gaines' event with shark soft toy to mock one-armed pro surfer Bethany Hamilton, who spoke out against biological men competing. The event, Brave Book Story Hour, celebrating female athletes, saw trans activists disperse throughout the crowd and heckle the speakers. One activist, draped in a transgender pride flag, was seen holding a shark cuddly toy in an apparent mockery of Hamilton, who lost her left arm in a shark attack when she was a teenager. How messed up is this? This protester brought a shark stuffed animal to mock Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm to a shark, Gaines wrote on X after the event. Miserable, insufferable people, but also tolerant, she added. Yeah, the group who always preach about being kind and so tolerant. Hey, you be kind and you be kind and you be kind because we're all suffering together. Clearly living up to their motto right now, aren't they? Nah, this is what they resort to when women and others stand up for truth, reality, common sense. They hate it so much they have to mock people like this, or in other cases, as we've seen, they get physical. And yeah, the people who speak out against this issue are the ones who are labelled mean and hateful. It's interesting, isn't it? The pair attended the event hosted by Brave Books in Springfield to read extracts from their books and discuss their struggles and triumphs at the top of women's sports. Hamilton read from her book, Surfing Past Fear, which details her journey from surviving a 2003 shark attack while surfing to returning to the water to become one of the world's most famous professional surfers. Hawaii-born Hamilton announced last year she would be boycotting all World Surf League events following its controversial decision to allow transgender women to compete in the female category. I'm so grateful for the people of Missouri who came out to this story hour. Gaines, a former Kentucky University swimmer who shot to prominence after openly critiquing the inclusion of trans woman Leah Thomas by the NCAA. The presence of a group of confused people dressed as a shark and clothed in pride did nothing to stop hundreds of families and young girls from taking in messages of truth and faith at our Brave Book Story Hour. We've seen activists at almost every one of our Story Hours. Brave Book CEO Trent Talbot told the Washington Examiner. Yeah, these people hate women like Riley Gaines, Bethany Hamilton now, who are reading out these books, yet they'll go out of their way to defend Drag Queen Story Hour, you know, men dressed up as women reading books to kids, until they're blue in the face, which is kind of funny because half the time it matches their hair. It just tells you all you need to know about these people. And again, you know, I'm not buying what people are saying online. Oh, this person only brought this shark toy because it's a trans icon, a trans mascot. If it was such an icon and a mascot, which again is just so creepy anyway, why did no one else bring one? Why don't we see others bringing these toys? Yet coincidentally, we have a woman who again suffered a shark attack attending this event, and a person brings this soft toy. Nah, they know what they were doing, and it's disgusting. But here is KY3 News, who have covered this surprisingly. In a news segment, they turn up to where it's being held, and they speak to some of these woke activists who are so upset that Riley Gaines and Bethany Hamilton have turned up to a place to give speeches and read a little bit of their books.
Two speakers have been crossing the country talking about their opposition to trans athletes in women's sports. The talks are led by pro surfer Bethany Hamilton and former University of Kentucky swimmer Riley Gaines. Michael Hoffman joins us live with the variety of reactions from the crowd. Michael.
Well, Paul, Gaines and Hamilton read their books to the kids in the Library Center behind me. Those books are centered around overcoming obstacles in life, and the line of parents eager to hear from the two athletes actually was out the door and around the sidewalk. Now, there were also protesters here who wanted to make sure there was fair representation.
It's giving them a great opportunity.
Parents like Kara Holt filed into a small room in the Library Center to hear from Hamilton and Gaines. Holt says she always jumps at the opportunity to expand her kids' minds, and it doesn't hurt that her daughter is a huge fan of Hamilton.
I am trying to expose them to anything to help them learn about, their feelings and how they would overcome obstacles.
Others, however, had a different idea. Hamilton and Gaines have made headlines nationwide, voicing their opinions on trans athletes in women's sports.
Yeah, I've been traveling state to state across the nation to really advance legislation that would ultimately preserve and uphold the safeguarding of women, our opportunities, and our privacy in areas of undressing.
Once word spread, members of the LGBTQ community decided to attend, spreading the word about a possible protest.
We honestly just wanted to provide visibility through inclusive shirts, inclusive flags, to include all the people that represent all of Springfield, because it's not just represented by what we're seeing here.
Others, like Missouri Secretary of State hopeful Valentina Gomez, came in support of the athletes.
I'm a former Division I college swimmer. I got my MBA at Tulane, full ride scholarship, just like Riley Gaines, and we're fighting for our children. That's why I got invited. I'm fighting for Missouri. She's fighting for the children. She's fighting for women's spaces.
When Holt and her husband heard about the protest, they had second thoughts about attending. But at the end of the day, those caught in the middle, like Holt, say it's all about the kids.
Teaching kids how to do different things and overcoming fears and obstacles is okay.
Now, the space at the center was reserved just like any other event would be, and we're told that it was not a Library Center-sponsored event. For KY3 News, I'm Michael Hoffman. Paul, back to you.
You know, it's crazy, right? We live in a world now where women like Riley Gaines, Bethany Hamilton, who want to share their stories to other girls, women, to inspire them, right? Because they are great role models, and that has to be, gatecrashed or tarnished by people who think 2 + 2 = 5, and everybody else must think the same. But if, again, that was a guy in drag, they'd all be cheering. Oh, I think it's fair to say, a woman like Bethany Hamilton has overcome odds these people never will. In fact, if they went through what she went through, they would have given up, but she kept going, and she turned out to be a massive success. And, that is great to see. Leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen, on this story. What are your thoughts on this woke liberal activist bringing a shark toy, which, is clearly there to mock Bethany Hamilton? I'd like to know. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.